Welcome, YouTube. Thank you guys so much. If YouTubers want to join us early for some of the secret behind the scenes stuff, you know what I'm talking about, the fun stuff that we do for 10 minutes before we go live on YouTube, then come over and join the Facebook group. Link in the description. But so, welcome for today. We're going to be talking about exercising the body. This is part 2 of a 2-part series just focusing on body exercise. You notice we did a 2-part video last week on exercise of the neck. Today we're doing exercise but for the full body. And there's a resource right in the chat on how to do that. So you can actually go open a document on Google, on Docs that I wrote, that has links and pictures and descriptions and written content all for free. Most people would try to charge you $50 for this kind of stuff, but this is all right there. So all for you. Now, but before we go into the specifics, we are going to do, as promised, the simultaneous squeeze. So if you're ready, you know how to do it. We're going to take a big deep breath in, hold it at the top, and then squeeze it with our chest. You're going to use your chest muscles, your diaphragm, and like this, like bear down, and hold that air in. No need to hold your nose or blow into a balloon or blow into little milky, mommy milkers. You don't need to do any of that kind of stuff, okay? You're an adult. You can handle this. So here we go. Ready? And you're going to hold it for 5 seconds until you feel really dizzy, and then you're going to blow it out, okay? Ready? Breath in. All the way in. Little sip at the top. Hold it. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then exhale. And lay down and relax and go. Ah, there we go. Yes. Nice. Very cool. How did you feel? Did you feel good too? I felt really good. Put a 1 in the chat if you felt something that time. Okay? Now, the more you do it, the better you're going to get at it. So if right now you're like, whoa, I don't know, Sterling, I'm feeling a little bit dizzy. I need to confer with the council on breath before I try this again. You'll get better at it as you do it. Now, disclaimer always, don't be driving a car because you could crash, because you could pass out. Don't be standing up. Don't be running while you're doing it. Be sitting down or laying in bed when you do that, okay? So, cool. Awesome. So, yeah, let me know how that went. Did you feel something? Did you feel good? Was that nice? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Cool. All right, so today's topic is super important. We're going to keep it quick today. We're going to keep it down. We're going to keep it narrowed down to just the core essentials. So yesterday, we talked about the importance of strengthening your body, that you need to be doing some type of resistance exercise. You need to be pulling and pushing, okay? And you do need to be doing some kind of a cardio, running, walking of some sort so that your body can get, so that your heart rate can get elevated. That is really important. You need to be walking between like 3,000 to 5,000 steps per day, tracking it with one of those watches. Get an Apple Watch, get a Whoop, get an Oura Ring, use your phone, get a Fitbit, whatever it is, doesn't really matter. You need to have some kind of tool that can track how much you're moving to make sure you're getting movement. If you're sitting down all day, you're really setting yourself up for some big problems. But if you're not exercising the muscles in your body, you're also setting yourself up for some pretty severe and potentially major problems down the road. So how do we prevent you from developing weak muscles, weak bones, weak ligaments, weak neurons, all this kind of things? And we're going to talk about what is in this document here, which is exercise for the body at home. How can you build a good, strong exercise system to start doing resistance training at home? And this is great for all the clients that I work with. This is totally for you. You want to be following this guide. The links to the products that are in here, there's literally one thing in that document that if you get, you will have covered all of your home body strengthening needs. It's one product and that's it. And it takes place of what could be 7 other products. And there's another product that's in that document called the X3 bar. That's great. Awesome. Nisa, fantastic. Good. I love it. Good. I'm glad you like it. This is the document for you, Nisa. This is the document for all my clients who are like, hey, I wanted to start doing some strengthening of my body. Now, the reason that this particular document is so important is that it's based on a couple of resources. The person that we're most referencing here is named Dr. John Yakish. He's a really strong dude. If you've ever heard of a company called Osteo Strong, they have clinics, they have exercise centers all over the country, and they're designed to help you get maximal bone density strength through resistance training inside of their clinics. And the whole reason that was developed was because Dr. John Yakish's mother was developing this pretty severe osteoporosis. So he was a biotechnology inventor already. And he said, well, how would I handle this problem of my mother losing bone density? And he found that traditional exercise with weights and dumbbells and barbells and all this kind of things and squats at the gym, that kind of stuff was certainly called for. But when you looked at the science on resistance training, the kind of resistance training that they give for astronauts when they go into space, because did you know that astronauts in zero gravity lose bone density? And you can't be lifting a plate of metal or steel or lead in zero gravity because there's no resistance to it. It just flows away from you. But the way that they handled it was they would provide resistance bands to all the astronauts so that they could stretch the bands apart and provide variable resistance for their muscles, and it was required to keep their bones dense and strong while they were floating around the planet in the space station, the International Space Station. So, but that same research translated back to Earth. So they found that older folks who were developing osteoporosis and bone density issues were able to get 3 times the bone density improvements in the same time as their counterparts who were just lifting weights, like lifting and dropping weights, like, 5 pounds, 10 pounds. If they did a small resistance weight training protocol with variable resistance bands, that their bones and their muscles would strengthen a lot faster than those other people. So there's a lot of supporting science for this. And so that's actually a big part of my own routine is resistance-based exercise. Resistance, of course, for my neck muscles, but also resistance for my muscles, my bones, my arms, my chest, my legs, everything. So I'm incorporating resistance across the board, variable resistance bands across every part of my exercise. And it absolutely really works your muscles really well. And you can literally see it from day 1 to day 10, like a serious increase in muscle strength, hardness, tonality, volume, definition, as you might call it. But resistance-based training is so good, so good for you. Now, the product that Dr. John Yakish created and one that I purchased, again, one of my spontaneous 2020 California lockdowns in March purchases was, well, I can't go to a gym anymore because they're all closed in Berkeley. I purchased the X3 bar system. And it was funny because my friend actually had the same system that he had purchased in January. So I had visited my friend in January and he's like, yeah, I've been using this X3 bar to do variable resistance training with resistance bands. And I've got a picture of it in the document. So if you're not sure, what is this thing he's talking about? It's in that document that's right there in the chat. And I'll pin it at the end of the video so you can all see it. But definitely click on that. That's a free document. You can open it, bookmark it, save it, whatever you want to do. Print it out, stick it up your butt. I don't care what you do with it, but at least read it. That'd be cool. So my friend had the X3 bar system. And I was like, dang, you really developed muscles very fast since I last saw him. And then lockdowns happened. I was like, well, I need to get the same thing. So I ordered it. And then they went out of stock as soon as everybody realized that the lockdowns were for real. So I've had the X3 bar system for 3+ years now, over 3 years. And every time I use it, it's just an incredible workout. It's really good. I'm really happy to have one here at my house. But it's over $500 for that. I think it's maybe nowadays like $600+ for the X3 bar system. And so that's a little steep for what it is. I mean, it's a good system. If you have the money and you're like, no problem, maybe. But hear me out. For my female clients, it's even that is a little bit intimidating. So the Iron Neck guys, the guys who make the Iron neck strengthening system that I talk about all the time, they created an equivalent that's actually, I think, a lot better. Had I had that option when the X3 system was out, I probably would have opted for the Iron Neck system anyway, since I already have all the Iron Neck bands and handles and anchor points and all that kind of stuff. So you'll see in that document, the Iron Neck's version of the same X3 system and the full complete RX platform that has the resistance bands and the handles and everything, so you can get a full body workout, is included. Normal price, I believe, is $180, but for right now, since it's I think it's a Father's Day sale, it's like $159. So there's a good, nice discount on it. It's more comprehensive than even the X3 bar system, and you're gonna save yourself like some $400+ basically, if the X3 bar is about what I think is $600+ because of, including taxes and all that stuff. So yeah, you can get basically a better setup for $400 less than the X3 system. And hey, I love Dr. John Yakish, but it is an expensive thing to get. Highly, highly, highly recommend that you go look at the RX platform from Iron Neck, linked in the description, linked in that document that I have there. Now, how you do it, there's lots of different schools of thought of how to use it, how to do it, etc. But the other good news is that Iron Neck provides, when you purchase their own equipment, actually a full body exercise plan. That's one of the benefits of buying the Iron Neck head system, the one where you use for your neck, is that they'll include a free course, a free exercise video series on how to safely and effectively build strength with those products. So I love them. I trust them a lot, and they do have really good exercise plans. So again, look, is exercise kind of critical for your body? I would say, yeah, definitely. You've got to find some way to exercise. And if exercise is one thing that you're like, yeah, I am not exercising my body, then you are really asking for some not good stuff coming down the pike. You do not want to have a weak body going into any situation, right? Like, your grip strength has to be strong. Your body has to be strong. Your neck has to be strong. Your legs have to be strong. You just have to be strong. And look, I mean, again, another reason that you could be like, how would I logically justify this to myself? I see videos all the time of strange, random encounters of people walking down the streets in nice cities, of young kids coming up and punching old women right in the chest, and the women going and falling down, and they're stunned, right? So this kind of thing is happening more and more. Part of the reason I want to be strong is so that I can be strong for my family, that I can be strong in unexpected situations. Could I probably be watching more YouTube videos instead of exercising out in the sun? Yeah. But with a home exercise system, if you have a backyard, you could just go on your backyard, go on your back deck, have your system ready to go, and start doing resistance. You grab the bar and you push it up to the sky, and you do this, and you feel the resistance in your arms, your shoulders, your neck. It's amazing. It's absolutely incredible. So I really love it. And now with summer coming, you got to have your summer bod. Now I know if you're like 70, you're probably like, not like, how do I get my summer bod going on? I just want to feel okay, right? So I know different folks, different strokes, but yeah. As far as my recommendation, my official recommendation would be something either like the X3 bar system or the Iron Neck system. And I would prefer the Iron Neck system since I go around recommending the Iron Neck strengthening system all the time. You're going to have those same exact high quality carabiner bands with clips on the ends. It's a whole cohesive system through and through. So that would have been my preference because I have a bunch of Iron Neck products here at my house. I've got an Iron Neck product right there. That's my second Iron Neck head unit. And then I have another one in my backyard, which is what I use outside. This one stays inside. That one goes outside. So I'm a big Iron Neck stan. But anyway, you have the links in that document. That's my recommendation. Get some physical exercise, get some cardio, get out there running. Hour of power you should be doing. Listen to Hour of Power. I did my Hour of Power. I went running. Every day in every way, I'm feeling better and better. Yes. Every day in every way, I'm feeling happier and happier. Yes. Right? So you're running, you're getting that cardio, then you come back to your backyard, you do some RX bands, and you strengthen your body. It's amazing. Honestly, get something from Iron Neck. They're going to include a free online video course showing you exactly how to do rehabilitation of shoulder injuries, of neck injuries, of lower back injuries. Iron Neck is a rehabilitation company. They are really good. I trust them. You will not be let down with Iron Neck anything. So anyway, and little do people know that Iron Neck also now makes like bodily exercise programs with full body stuff. So that's the one I recommend. But other than that, any questions? Anybody? Any questions? I'm gonna end it here for YouTube, and then we'll go to Facebook for some questions. But yeah, that's it. That's part 2 of this exercises for strengthening your body video. Thanks so much for watching on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe if you like this, not having sponsored supplement sales. Today's video is sponsored by NordVPN. If you like that I'm not having to do that, then a little like or a subscription would be helpful. Thanks. All right, see you on YouTube tomorrow. Bye-bye. All right. So